Good evening, and
Good evening.
tonight we would like to talk to you on the subject of water. And there it is. Is it contaminating us? What kind of water looks like the fish? Yeah, we always wonder what is in that water.
Correct.
And the first question I have for you, Kaz,
Yes.
is what kinds of water do we, as the human being who needs water, and we're made of water, what kinds of water can we have access to, actually?
Okay, so first of all, our human bodies, so as birds or cats or most living creatures, right? We are made of roughly 80% water. Yeah? So in order to maintain, we need to consume the best water, which means the cleanest water, right? So there are at least four ways to access to the water.
Which are?
Okay, which are number one, faucet. Number two, groundwater, well water. Number three, bottled water. And number four, through water purifier. Okay, that you either stick into the faucet.
Okay, let's just
Okay.
just hit you straight away. You said
Surely.
very emphatically that these are the four types. What about this bottled water? Okay, let me just throw that at you. What should we be looking for in bottled water, inverted commas?
Okay, first of all, unlike the tap water systems in most countries, there are only few countries can drink it safely from tap water. Doesn't mean they're safe though, because it's seasoned with either chlorine or fluoride, right? But I don't recommend drinking right directly. But anyway, so long story short, so unlike the certain countries that have faucet water regulations, there are few regulations towards bottled water. So what you look for, number one, are they sterile? Or number two, are they are they tested with bacterial issues?
That's a big question.
Right? So people say, the bottled water is safe, tastes better, but there's no guarantee for that one. So so what to look for?
Well, okay, you say there's no guarantee for that one. What do you mean there's no guarantee?
Because first of all, plastics, right? When you put the water plastics for a longer period of time, it releases the neurotoxic components such as components, the neurodisruptive chemicals.
Such as which one?
BPA.
BPA.
All right. So you can look that up. What's BPA?
No, but we want you to tell us.
Right. So now, some of the plastic bottled water says BPA free. Doesn't mean the rest of chemical stuffs are free. There's no such a thing, poisonous free on bottled plastic water.
When you say there's no such a thing, how can you say that? How can you say to us here and now that there's no such? That's not true.
Because while certain industries focusing on whether BPA free or not, how about the rest of the chemical components found in the plastic products?
Such as, could you name one or two? What are the two big culprits?
Within my knowledge, I would say PFOA.
PFOA.
Yes, or right. So because sometimes I hardly drink plastic bottled water, but when I taste it, I can taste the plastic. It's like a plastic flavored water. You don't want to drink that kind of stuff too.
So
I prefer glass.
Glass is better.
It can be expensive though, but the thing is, do you want to poison yourself or do you want to minimize that problem? Or zilch, right?
So even the water itself, though, the water itself, we get which chemicals are in there, but it doesn't mean just because you're getting a PET bottle of water that water is actually really as safe as they say it is. So a lot of people have to have the same, and a lot of people think that. So a lot of people go to the shop and they think, okay, I'm going to get myself a water purifier, and I'm going to put that water purifier, or go to the gym and I'm going to have hydrated water, or, okay, well, You go to the gym, for instance, and you have the so-called, you do some exercises, you have so-called hydrated water. Is that good for you, the hydrated water, in your opinion?
It varies. You gotta contact ask the distributor or manufacturer. If they refuse to answer to your questions, walk away. Don't you ever use that. Bring your own water, with the plastic, not plastic, anything, either glass or stainless steel container. Bring your own water, but the water has to be clean, though. That's what we're going to talk, eventually.
So eventually, what we're coming to is that we believe that there's a plethora, if you like, of water purifiers out there, and the question is, okay, you've decided you want to get a water purifier, and even you've bought one, and you think, well, that's fine. I've got the best, purest water. I drink pure water every day, but it doesn't really necessarily feel that good as you thought it would, or you may be questioning what you bought was really as good, or you bought a cheaper one that you just want to upgrade to a better one. So, what is it? A lot of people believe that you get in certain parts of Tokyo, for instance, where we live, the water's good. This water isn't cancerous. We can drink anything from the tap water's fine. Why would I need? I could just buy a cheap water purifier and everything will be fine. Why does a more expensive water purifier do you a little bit better? What's the difference?
Okay, first of all, not all water purifiers are created equal. Okay?
Yeah.
So
like
some of the manufacturers, they only care about trapping chlorine and fluoride, not the rest of toxic metals, such as methane. What was trihalomethane? Excuse me, or trihalomethane.
Yes.
Right. So you don't want that's why I'm saying that when you look for the water purifier one, you need normally. I use, this is my favorite. You can look that up if you wish, that traps over 150 or 160 impurities other than what I have mentioned. And also some traps uranium or all other nasty things or toxic
uranium. So you're saying that traces of uranium can get into the water?
Yes, so that I reckon, not before you gonna believe us or not, I reckon to look over the third-party laboratories such as NSF International, or let's say
NSF International.
Euromonitor International.
Euromonitor is a very strict organization. Very strict, and only passes the highest grades of such products, right?
Yes. So you need to look at, and not only that, these companies tested after let's say, most water purifiers can trap up to maybe 4,000 or 5,000 liters, or maybe 1,000 gallons, 2,000 gallons. I don't know, but you need to look that up. And now these organization, they test after the overdue dates how many percentage of impurities still can be trapped. The one I use still trapped over 90%, which is wonderful.
Of course. I mean, 90% of impurities. I mean,
even after overdue,
which is incredible.
Most of them only can make it, can trap 20 or 30%.
And can you give us, when you say impurities, now this is the fact that people don't really get it, do they? When you just drink
toxic metals, mercury, aluminium.
Toxic metal, aluminium. You even mentioned uranium, right?
Yes.
These can be in your water.
Correct.
This is what you can be drinking. And a lot of people don't even think that's possible, but that's exactly why so many water purification companies are in the world. But there's another thing I remember before, a couple of friends selling two different water purifiers. One was a reverse osmosis system. And the reverse osmosis system, it just takes out all of the good, all of the bacteria and the good and bad bacteria, everything, all of the minerals, takes it all out, doesn't it?
There are several problems. I can address at least two.
Okay.
Okay. If number one, when you take it up, everything, even the good one, right? Good minerals, right?
Yes.
So that means you're drinking the distilled water. That kind of stuff is suitable for automobiles, aircrafts, any machineries that they don't want minerals.
But we are
deposited,
human
right?
beings.
But human beings.
We're not an automobile.
No. So you need to drink the good minerals with the water, like this, right?
Yeah, like this, yeah.
So these water purifiers is suitable for engineering use, not for humans or animal consumptions.
Yes.
Number two, now, problem with the most water purifiers that they trap the bad ones. When they release, are they infected? I would say no. That's why the one I use before exiting, right? They going through ultraviolet lamp that after they trap the bad stuffs, make sure there's no bacterial stuff growing inside the water. That's very important.
So you're saying this ultraviolet lamp is
Killing the bacteria.
killing
Yes.
that
Water
bad bacteria.
trapping system, they don't. Most of them they don't kill bacteria. That's why two processes are needed. Number one, okay, you trap the bad stuffs, right? Like even I forgot to mention, like glyphosate, which is commonly found on the insecticides or what was that?
I don't know.
Pesticides.
Yeah, people know.
Right?
Yeah,
And then number two,
but people don't know. We don't. When we think water, glyphosate, we don't think about that. At least I didn't.
certain countries they are lenient on the
On such
law
things.
such things.
Yeah.
So,
But should we be lenient anymore in such a world where we got
well, you have to change yourself
right?
by drinking better water. That's what I'm
you
telling
look at-
everybody.
and basically, I think by drinking better water, we are probably going to. I mean, there's no proof about this. Let's drink some of this pure water, and it even tastes better. We're going to probably live longer, and
Of course.
actually, it's economical as well because
is economic.
instead of spending that 100 yen on that,
Or
a dollar on that
pound.
or pound on that PET
Pesos.
bottle. This one, a bottle is coming to about 3 yen. Is it 3.3 yen? I think.
Yes,
they go.
about 3 cents
3 cents a bottle.
per liter per gallon.
So
of water,
basically,
yeah.
of course, you invest in the beginning in buying this good water purifier,
Long runs dirt cheap.
and it's got the ultraviolet. Which light has it got? The
Ultraviolet lamp.
ultraviolet lamp, not light, lamp at the end, which is doing its stuff.
Yes.
And you for 3 yen in Japan, you're getting it's
3 cents in North America.
That's 3 yen as opposed to 100 yen. So that's another thing. You're saving economically, and you're going to live longer.
Environment-wise, yes, because the more you use plastic bottled water, most plastics are not recycled properly.
Right.
They end up dumping to someplace else, which is not good. Never be good.
Yeah, that's
And
another
then-
thing.
yes.
That's why Bhutan has stopped having plastic bags are illegal in Bhutan.
Well, there's a reason because
So what
they're
is
not
the reason?
behaved.
What is the reason why those plastic bags are banned in Bhutan?
Because they are not behaved.
They're not behaved?
There's no facility to recycle the plastic products.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Places like Japan, some parts of America, some parts of Europe, they have the facility to recycle, right? But many parts of the world,
They don't have
They
that
don't have
that facility.
but even have the facility, there's no guarantee all the plastic garbage be collected through these agencies.
So anyway, do you think that we can give the viewers the name of the water purifier
Okay.
that we believe is doing the best purification? What's the name?
Okay, so my favorite one is made by Amway Corporations. Okay,
Yes.
can be purchased in most countries, right? But there are many fakes around there, so you need to find the right
And
person.
by
to
fake,
purchase.
what he means is, something's counterfeit
Count the
fit
yeah. It's
model.
like, do you want to buy real gold or fake gold? Same thing,
You've got to buy from the company itself, but actually you buy
direct
through
seller.
direct seller.
right? So depending. So I use made by Amway Corporations, headquartered in North America. Okay, I believe in Michigan, right? So, called eSpring, E as Echo, E as in Echo, Spring, eSpring. That one is my favorite.
And
I'm sure
another question I have for you,
yeah.
one final question. With this eSpring,
Okay.
isn't it true that how many scientists are constantly working on the development of, because I've upgraded my eSpring, and even the water is even better now. These scientists are working, how many, they got like 80 scientists on the job regularly.
Minimum.
80 scientists who are regularly working on improving the quality of the water that we as the ABO or business owners drink.
Yes.
So this is another thing. You're going to elongate, we think, you
Yes.
can't prove this, but we're going to elongate our life. We're going to flush out all that rubbish from our body. We're going to save money, and we're going to help people. Now, what can be better than that? We'd implore you anywhere in the world is to just check.
Yes,
And
I wash my hand with eSpring. I take my shower with eSpring.
Yeah,
I wash my dishes with eSpring. Because do you want to wash your plates with toxic-ridden tap water? Because the residue is going to be there. That's why I wash my plates through the water purification one, because I don't want the fluorine or chloride residues into my plates.
Yeah, because that's going to go in, eventually going to go into your mouth or
Otherwise,
somebody else's
drinking
mouth.
this worthless. Useless. Excuse me. Yeah. So
we're going to leave you there with the thought. Please, it's worth doing your own due diligence.
yes,
And
search before you thinking to buy, or search before you.
and when you hear the name Amway, don't go be all shocked. Just take a look at the evidence. This is the most important thing. Take a look at the evidence of how the process actually occurs within the water purifier.
Yes.
And ask around for some people that actually have the water purifier
Yes.
and actually drink the water on a regular
Do your-
basis.